How's it going, guys? This is Dalton here with the Juniper Fitness Center and Active Wellness. Today we're going to be going over a couple pre and post run or cardio workout snacks that have worked for us in the past here at the fitness center and are also what are going to be most likely recommended online by any nutritional expert in this space. Now, the best part about exercise and eating before it is that it's a pretty simple meal. We don't really want to eat anything that's going to make us feel too full or possibly make us feel nauseous while we're on that run. So a couple of the key components of the snack or meal that we're going to want to have before doing this bout of exercise are going to do with what's going to give us that energy during that exercise, but not make us feel bloated or full in any way, but allow us to be ready for a meal as well after. So the first option before cardio exercise would be nothing, just some water and possibly doing a fast before your cardio exercise. Now, this is something that you could find beneficial if it's early in the morning. Some people don't like to eat very early, so you don't want to force yourself to eat if you're not hungry and if the cardio bout is going to be around 30 minutes or less. It's not 100% crucial for you to have some type of meal before. So if you want to try maybe running that first mile with just water, make sure you're hydrated, go for it. Next thing we're going to talk about is fruit. Now, either a banana, an apple, an orange, whatever fruit you prefer, they're all going to be relatively low in calories, around 100 calories or less. But what this fruit's going to do is, since it's a simple carbohydrate, it's going to allow you to burn it for fuel during that bout of exercise and not store any of the excess calories as body fat. You're going to most likely burn more than the amount of calories you consumed during that run, but it's going to provide you with enough energy to get through that run without feeling the need to eat more. The next food item that is recommended for anybody who's doing some exercise or cardio could be honey. Honey is going to be best if it's organic, unfiltered, and likely if it's from a local source is going to be even beneficial for anyone who has allergies. We know during the running season, you could encounter some pollen out on a run. Definitely, if you have some of that honey, some of that antihistamine that's naturally flowing in there, you're only going to feel better. So if you're doing an elongated run, some experts might recommend that you bring some form of calories with you. Honey's going to be the simplest thing because you can be running, take a quick tablespoon out of it to squirt it out of the bottle, or even have those pre-measured sticks they sell for honey for runners and bikers. The next snack recommended for a bout of exercise could be something like cheese, just something that's going to have some fat and some protein within it. Not really any carbs here, but just still going to be a light meal that can fuel you and give you some energy. I personally, what works for me is I actually have a piece of fruit and some cheese. That way I kind of get a full array of my proteins, carbohydrates, and fat. And lastly, another light meal that could be beneficial for you before exercise would be a protein shake. So you can either have this by itself or in combination with some fruit. So again, you're gonna get that protein and the carbohydrates and more of like a complete meal. For myself, like I said earlier, I typically do the cheese and the fruit, and sometimes I'll do a protein shake where I'll put a banana, some protein powder, and some almond milk or some milk or water or whatnot, mix that up, and that will be my pre-exercise snack. I hope you guys enjoyed this slight overview of a couple of snacks recommended to eat before exercise, as well as what they each do and why you might look for doing that. Lastly, just to touch on after that exercise, what do we want to eat? Well, that's kind of where you can go crazy, I guess. Not necessarily in terms of eating poorly, but it doesn't really matter in terms of what you eat. Just get a little bit of everything. So like we have went over before with making sure we have protein, carbohydrates, and fat, a great post-exercise meal is a complete meal. So something that is going to have a good amount of protein to refuel those muscles that you were just worked out during that run. A good amount of carbohydrates that's going to help refuel the empty carbohydrate stores that you just burned during that run. And some fat, because we need healthy fats just to build up our cells and have a healthy body. So a complete meal, a protein shake, that would be one. Eggs, bacon, or whatever kind of meat you might want, and some vegetables as like a scramble. Any normal meal that you can come up with that's going to contain that carbohydrate, that protein, and that fat. Just make sure we hit all three and we don't leave one out so that we can feel our best. That's it from me, guys. Good luck out there with the cardio challenge. It's going to go great. If you have any questions, you guys know where to find us, and we're looking forward to seeing all the great progress.